Hey guys, okay, so I've been super into makeup lately, like buying all this shit. So I thought I'd do like a little tutorial of like, I don't know, just to play around, have fun. So good. First I start with a moisturizer for my face and I put that all over my face. And then I use a MAC paint pot in the color Soft Ochre, I don't know. I just put that all over my eyelids and make sure you get it evenly. And I do not put any product before I put this on my eyelids. Okay, this is the color Burnt Orange. You can find that in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance or Soft Glam palette. And we're just gonna put that on our, what do you call it? Eyelid, and just make it go back and forth and make sure you blend out the color really good, because the last thing we need is some tacky looking eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Okay, now we're going to use the color Rustic in the Soft Glam palette, and we're going to use this Y18 Morphe brush, and we're just going to put that on our crease only, and just make sure to go back and forth like a windshield wiper or little circles, whatever you prefer, but just make sure you blend it out really good or else you're going to have problems later. Okay, now we're going to use a Morphe Y16 fluffy brush with no product on it whatsoever. We're just going to use this to blend both colors together to give it a more soft, like blended out look versus a harsh line look. Okay, now using a Morphe Y20 brush and the NARS Wanted palette in the dark brown color, we're going to get it and just put product on it and lightly tap it on our outer corner of our eye. You don't want to tap it too hard or else you're going to get like too much and it's going to be like a big disaster. So just get as much as product as you want and just tap it on there until you get like the desired dark color you want. Now we're back with our Y18 brush. We're just going to blend that out into the crease of our eye. Now using the same NARS palette in our finger, we're going to get this shiny color and put it on our eyelids. And then if you get it all over, it's fine, because we're going to take our Y16 brush that had no product on it, and then we're just going to take it out of the corner, like where you got it extra. And we're going to take our Y18 brush after this, and we're going to continue to blend out that black. Okay, now back to our Modern Renaissance palette. We're going to take the color Tempera and just put that on our brow bone to give it that white look. Okay, now make sure to get a wipe and wipe off any excess that you may have gotten under your eye, just to take that out of your face. We're going to use a Professional makeup primer, and I am focusing mostly on like where I have really big, huge, ugly, disgusting pores, and I'm just putting the rest of my face, and we're going to wipe that everywhere. Make sure you get every little crease and focus on your problem areas, and it should help hopefully hide your ugly pores. Now we're going to get the Kat Von D Lock It foundation. I don't like putting it on my finger, so I just kind of do this with it and get the beauty blender, and we're going to like dab. Oh yeah, I'm taking off my watch because my fat ass needs to walk and I cannot have it count steps while I'm dabbing. That's totally cheating, but just dab away. Now we're going to use a MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC20. This is just my color. Everyone's different. And I'm going to just kind of dab it under my eyes, on my forehead. I kind of went a little too high, but it's not a problem. And just go on your nose, on your chin, wherever you want it to be, just a little extra white. And then we're going to get our beauty blender and we're going to dab that. Make sure you get it really good into the skin. Yes, I'm aware I look white and like a ghost, but it'll all fix itself in the end, I promise. Okay, this is a Laura Mercier, I believe you pronounce it. Translucent powder. We're just gonna re-blend it real quick, make sure there's no creases before we get the powder. And this is just a brush I got for free from becoming a Sephora Rouge member. I know it's the crappiest gift ever for spending all this money, but I'm just going to use it to lightly tap some translucent powder on there just to set it real quick, and so that concealer does not go anywhere. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to use my Kat Von D powder and just get the other areas that did not get any translucent powder or anything on. Okay, next we're gonna get this brush. I do not know what it's called because I got it from Sephora, and this MAC bronzer, and we're gonna start to kind of bronze our like cheekbones, kind of contour. Make sure to get most of your product on the edge, like, and then kind of slide it down because we don't want full dark lines all the way down. And I do this, it takes me a couple times to do it just to get the way I want. Make sure you get like around your forehead. We want some color. We don't want to look all like just one color. We want to look beautiful. Okay, next we're gonna get this Benefit Chic-a-thon palette thing. Use a brush that comes with it and just kind of emphasize those lines. Once again, get the product at the end and then slide whatever's left over down. So we're gonna do that, just emphasize all the lines that we have. Okay, and after emphasizing, we're just gonna get that bronzer brush again and kind of just blend it out, girl. Okay, now we're just gonna get that powder brush and kind of just brush over the places you got stuff like product on that you did not want, or just lighten it out if you got it too dark, whatever you want to do. Powder works for everything. We're gonna get our translucent powder again on our beauty blender and kind of just pack it, like just pack it as much as you want on like under the cheeks. I do it on my nose because I sweat a lot from my nose. I kind of want to lock powder in there, but just put as much as you want. I put it on my forehead, on my chin, just anywhere that makeup usually like does not stick, or I want it to stay extra flawless in that area, I do. Now we're gonna take our Morphe Y12 brush. It's like a flat head brush kinda, and we're gonna put that under our contour in a straight line because we want to make sure that we get like the light dark light effect to make us look skinnier. Okay, usually I take this time to put some eyeshadow under my eye, make it look pretty, but my eye is extra watery, so we're not doing that today. So you're gonna leave that on for about 15 minutes, and we're gonna take this big fluffy brush, Morphe Y1 brush, and just kind of brush out all that translucent powder you did. But once again, you're gonna have to wait a little. Even if it's not 15 minutes, wait at least like 5 minutes, because we wanna lock in that powder, girl. Okay, now we're gonna go back with our bronzing brush and just kind of go over it again, just in case the translucent powder kind of got on it or lightened it. We want to just make sure it's still there, still intact, and it did not go anywhere. And we're gonna do that on all the places we put bronzer on. Then we're gonna get go back to the Benefit palette and get that bronzy, or not bronzy, blush color. And we're gonna put that all over our cheeks on this Morphe brush. I do not know the name of it, but just put it all over your cheeks and kind of just brush it up. Okay, now we're gonna do our brows. I am not a brow person. I use this really old brow thing I have from Benefit. I don't even think they make it anymore. That's how old it is. But I just put that over my eyebrows. Like I said, I'm not a big eyebrow person. I don't do my eyebrows like extra fancy. This is just how I do them. I have super light eyebrows. Well, I put it on, and I brush them over to make it lighter so it's not such a harsh look. And since I don't like my eyebrows to be super dark, after I brush them both over with this like comb or whatever brush it's called, I usually just get my powder in that big fluffy brush I was using on my face for powder, and I go over them again just to lighten them, because like I said, I'm not a eyebrow person, but everyone is different, okay? So don't come attacking me saying I'm doing it wrong. This is how I do it. Okay, now we're going to use this Becca and Chrissy Teigen collab palette thing. We're going to use that highlighter I just pointed to, and we're going to put that on our cheekbones to highlight the bitch out of our face. And make sure you highlight. I love a lot of highlighter. Everyone's different, but I put it on my cheekbones. I like to put it on my nose, kind of going up my nose, above my eyebrows a little, and on my cubic bone. Not cupid, whatever bone is above your like lip. I don't freaking know. Okay, next we're going to use this Urban Decay Illuminizer pressed powder. I'm going to put it on a flat brush and kind of just put it under our eyes just to give it that extra shiny pop. So I put that under my eyes. I will put it on my nose as well, kind of over like the highlighter. Just gives it that little extra shine. Just makes your face look a little more attractive than it was before. Okay, I got hungry and wet, leave me alone. So now we're gonna get our Kat Von D tattoo liner in the color Trooper, which is the blackest one, and we're going to do our liner. Notice how I don't go all the way to the corner of my eye, like the inner corner. There is a reason for that. I usually do it, but since my eyes were really watery that day, it usually runs up and ruins my eyeshadow since my eyes are just watering like crazy. So on days like this, I start halfway through and just go out, just because I do not want to deal with really ugly eyeshadow and my whole makeup getting ruined. And yes, I realize that my hairline is all white, but it's okay. That's why there's water that makes it come off. Next, we're going to use our Dior Iconic Waterproof Mascara, and we're going to put that. Mascara is pretty self-explanatory, so I'll leave you to it. Next, we're gonna get these false lashes that I found at Walmart. They're like really cheap, like $2 or something. And I'm using this old ass nasty like crusty glue, just the one I have, just leave me alone. And you're gonna cut your eyelashes, and then we're gonna put that on. And then once you get both lashes on, go over them with your liner. And you need to cut your lashes before you put glue and before you cut them on. But yeah, you're going to put mascara over your lashes, and then we're going to wipe our lips off so we can put some lip gloss on them. And I am using the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the color Prom Night. We're going to make sure we get that on our lips. Try to get it evenly. This does stain, so if you mess up, it'll stain your actual skin. So make sure you get that on as carefully as possible. We're gonna get the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and we're gonna spray that all over our face to set everything you just did in. Okay, now that we're done, we're gonna work it and do every pose that YouTube has ever done with every basic bitch.